I am historically not a coder. It's not my world at all. I created a dashboard for him to monitor his company at one glance. We call this a CEO dashboard. This took me basically 2 prompts, and you can see it right here. But I was able to create a dashboard that is custom branded just for him. What I'm actively working on is replacing humans that don't use AI. Unless their post doesn't require any AI at all, unless their post cannot be heavily influenced by the use of AI, I'm making a big push to making sure that I'm surrounded by people that are actively using it. Over the last 6 months, I get a lot of communication. I like to call that inflow, like things that are coming on my plate that I need to respond to. I like to consider myself a business artist. If I am stuck all day long responding to messages that are coming in, daily reports, questions that are being asked, consultations, and so on, it takes away from my creativity, and I cannot be an artist as much as I want to be. So one of the things that I wanted to tackle with AI is my communication channels, the inflow of communication, and how to address that. So I want to tell you what I did to resolve that, and hopefully that gives you some value so you can implement this yourself. I'm not having AI respond for me, not at all. Never have and never will. This is important because I am the mind, I'm the spirit, I'm the director. The moment that I actually allow AI to direct for me, that's the moment that I believe I dehumanize myself and I start going downhill. So I'm going to actually consistently work on directing AI. I am the director and I'm the one running the show. So 2 things that I'm doing every day now. So I'm using Claude, but not just Claude. I'm using Claude Code. I am historically not a coder. It's not my world at all. I was talking to one of my partners this morning, to my one and only, one of my best friends, Tom Cummins, and I'm trying to get him to start using the tool for himself and for his business, and he is using it already. But I told him that Claude Code is almost like Claude agents on steroids, basically. You don't have to think about the word code, because what it does is that it gets a lot of work done. I'm going to give you one example. Over the last 48 hours, I actually created a dashboard for, this is made up, by the way. This information that I'm going to show you right now is not real. This is for me to show, particularly Tom, that he has a company called Cummins Worldwide. He services people in the finance world. I created a dashboard for him to monitor his company at one glance. We call this a CEO dashboard. This took me basically 2 prompts, and you can see it right here. By the way, the information, full disclosure, is fully made up. It is made up from my mind. You'll see a bunch of made up clients here. The only ones that are not made up are the top 3, which are basically my businesses: Manuel, Suarez, AGM Marketing, Valentino, the restaurant, and so on. We are clients of Cummins Worldwide, right? And but I was able to create a dashboard that is custom branded just for him. Now, how do you do this? You do this with communication. I'm able to now go to the platform. I'm not a coder. Not a single staff was involved in the creation of this tool. Not a single staff. It was just me communicating with the tool, saying, I want to build a CEO dashboard. You can actually see the communication here. Here's what I said. I want to put together a super mega sophisticated master prompt that I can share with my friends at Cummins Worldwide that will help their team build a CEO dashboard for Tom, like the ones that we built for Better Dog and Natural Slim, but applicable to the world of Cummins Worldwide services. They are a financial industry. In the financial industry, they deliver financial planning for clients of high net worth every single week. They have clients on retainers. You can look at more of what they do. If you go to cumminsworldwide.world, you will see what they believe in, what their services are, and so on. And by the way, I did this, I just voice communicated. I didn't type all this in. I just communicated like I'm communicating to you right now. I wanted to access the dashboard where he can see what's happening with the world of his clients, how much each one of the clients is paying every month, what services are they enrolled for, their monthly retainers, who their account manager is, their start date, the global revenue, anything that you think will be valuable. Let's brainstorm this first. I want to make sure that I'm giving you all the answers that you need to be able to go out ahead and build this out. What do you think should be added as far as dashboard of financial services, like the ones that I'm explaining on the website that you could take a look at for yourself? Let's start with that first. And then he, okay, very politely said, hola, in my language. See your dashboard, okay, give him information about it. What would you focus on? It's brainstorming. This is what we like to call, by the way, I highly recommend that you make a really, really vital action normal in your use of AI. It's called reverse prompting, in which you are asking it, what should I ask you? What should I be looking for? What should I be comparing this to? If you were me, if you're a financial services CEO, what would you like to see in this dashboard? And based on that, you'll get a lot of feedback from its understanding of like whatever that industry is. And then it gives me a master prompt. This is reverse prompting. I'm saying, give me a giant master prompt that I can feed back to you so you can actually help me build this out correctly. So then it puts it all together. If you're not using reverse prompting, you're missing out on one of the most important and powerful ways to use AI. You use AI itself to come up with the exact requests and the exact prompts. So it gives me a masterpiece, this whole prompt right here, with all the steps on how to build it and so on. I am inside Claude Code already, and it's going to tell me this is what you got to go and copy and paste inside the platform. So, okay, good. So it gives me all that stuff, and then I give him a few examples of like the clients that he has, the ones that I know that I'm aware of, a few of them. And I give him the name for the dashboard. I told them pull the branding from the site, cumminsworldwide.world. Keep on building it. Okay, here's a list of clients, estimated revenue. And I'm like, no, you're gonna have to adjust this, give more information back and forth. This is possibly no more than an hour and a half of conversation back and forth, just so you can think with it. We went from 0 to a platform that is utilized, that we can utilize in an hour and a half, give or take. How do we get it into the web? Otherwise, you can get an HTML file that you can upload locally, but how do we get it into the web so your team can access it? There is again, the tool will tell you how. That's how I discovered it myself, but I integrated a platform, an account called Vercel, V as in Victor, ERCEL. And in Vercel, it makes the whole integrations. You can even have a custom domain with your information. Like for example, if I go to dash.betterdogsupplements.com, I even did a gated CEO dashboard, all done through this tool right here, Claude, nothing else, branded and so on. So I enter my password and I'm gonna go in and I got my own dashboard with an overview of our revenue the last 30 days, with the profitability of the channels, with a weekly scorecard of the things that I wanna track on the e-commerce space, all of it. This tool, by the way, something like this would have cost me $25,000 to $50,000 a few years ago to get built out. A lot of money and a lot of time. This particular tool that I'm showing you right now, the KPIs for the e-commerce brand, I've been back and forth building it by myself without anybody's help since last Friday. And we got it to this point that I feel like, okay, this thing is very usable. So based on that information, that experience, I started doing this for a financial industry. So this is how it's coming along, and I'm building it and I'm going through it, and it pulled the logo from this logo put together by my company, by the way, at Attention Grabbing Media. It pulled the logo from the website, and it just kept on doing the whole thing. I mean, you have everything at your fingertips. A couple of more notes for you to implement in the dashboard. They don't even spend money on marketing. Why? Because Tom has built a very successful business that really grows based on word of mouth, and he hasn't even done any advertising to promote it. So we talked about the, this is how we get the Vercel is how you get it to live on the web. Whatever you don't know the answer to, based after our conversation, AI will help you get it clarified. Okay, so just ask questions and build it out along the way. I even said, can you build me a night mode? One click of a button, boom, just like that. Pretty incredible stuff, right? Like just like that, the simplicity of being able to see your business at a glance, every single one. Again, all of it made up over here before you start researching some of these guys. Retentions and receivables and collections and concentrations and who's the account manager and the client lifetime value and who is the account manager that delivers the most revenue for the organization, so you know who are your stars that sell the most and manage the most. You name it. All of this stuff right here, even to the point that you can export it and get it printed as a PDF. Pretty wild stuff.